Day, everybody. Happy Tuesday. This is your girl, Tina Strange, and I am here to vent for a minute. You guys know I am typically happy. I try to be upbeat and just share my story. You guys, let's just let's just cut to it. I know you guys don't like all the rambling and why I'm here. I know it's live, but that doesn't mean that I need to eat up your time with fluff, okay? So let's get to it. I was attacked by my clients' dogs. Okay, they did not bite me, so I'm not going to be dramatic, okay? I am not going to be dramatic. But the dogs attacked me. And I was not happy about it. It was overwhelming. It was frustrating and overwhelming to the 10th power. Okay. Now, I am not this discussion right here. It's not for all pet owners, okay? Because about 95% of my signers, you guys know that I'm a notary, right? I do loan signings, so I typically go to people's homes. They sign their loan documents. Sometimes it's all paper, sometimes it's a hybrid where there's a mixture of paper and electronic signing, and sometimes it's IPEN. It's a in-person electronic notary signing, right? In California, we have not moved over to the Zoom call or live, the remote signings where I can um, do it by Zoom or whatever, video, right? So I get to my client house. Now, mind you, all these appointments are and advance notice. So the signer, the borrower, knows in advance that these appointments are coming up, right? Because after all, they are the ones who choose the time. They let the escrow company, the lender, know what time they will be available, and then from there, the notary is put on alert. Hey, the signer be available at this time. So there is no surprise about these appointments. Okay. Also, I don't know what other people do, but I typically send a text message, or I'll call the morning of or right before the appointment, say, hey, I'm on my way, not far away. Okay. So that just let them get prepared, know that I am on my way. So whatever it is they need to do to prepare for me, they know that one, I am coming, and two, if they have dogs or need to tidy up the table or the area that we are going to be signing. So again, this everything is not a surprise. Even if it's you just got an advance notice and it say, hey, the escrow company say, you know what, the documents just came back. What time would you be available? So really, the appointments are dictated by the actual client or the signer, the borrower. Okay. So my client this morning knew that I was coming. Pretty much everyone have a Ring doorbell, and that thing alerts you as soon as, depending on how you have the radius set up, it alerts you as soon as somebody come near the house, even if they're like a couple of doors down, it start alerting you. And the minute that I walk up, but you see me sitting out there. Most of my signers already see me when I'm sitting out there. Sometimes I'm sitting out there to get my computer loaded up, my little iPad loaded up. That way, when I get in there, all they have to do is just log on if it's that type of signing, right? So I walk up to my client's door, Ring the doorbell. Took her a minute, seemed like 5 minutes to come open the door. And I'm like, okay, I'm thinking like, well, maybe, you know what? Maybe I went to the wrong house. So I checked all my paperwork, the system, and I was at the right house. Then here she comes. She opens the door, and immediately, there are two smaller dogs. I can't see the dogs, through the screen, but they are barking out of control, you guys. Like these dogs are barking out of control. I'm like, wow. And then she go, "Oh, are you scared of dogs? They don't bite." That's what all dog owners said, right? And I'm thinking like, first of all, if the damn dogs, excuse me, if the dogs have teeth, they bite. They bite. But anyway, so these dogs are barking out of control. Like, wow, should I even risk my life stepping into the house? But I'm like, okay, she said the dogs they don't bark. And I figure, a lot of times dogs will bark, and then when you walk in, they'll calm down or whatever. These dogs, heck no. These dogs just really got out of control. They're just happy. I know they're happy to see a guest. They're excited because they have a visitor, you know. And as I was walking to the table, here come this mid-size. I won't say huge. It's a mid-size, one of them dolls that look like a wolf. They're cute, but this dog comes charging at me. He's jumping all on me, and she's like, "Go outside, go get." This dog is not paying attention to this lady. I'm thinking like, and I end up saying, "Lady, get your dogs." And so she's all like, now I can see that she's kind of becoming frustrated because the dogs aren't paying attention to her. They're like really getting out of control, and so I'm like, lady, like I'm trying to be keep my cool, but the big one is jumping all on my back. The other two are like jumping all on my feet and all that. And you guys, I am not exaggerating. I typically don't mind the little dogs, but this is a 10 o'clock appointment, so I have other things to do. Like, this is, if it's the end of the day, I I don't want the dogs jumping all on me, but if it's my last appointment, like whatever. At this point, all I just want to do is sign, get home, take me a shower. But 10 o'clock, really, 10 o'clock. I got I got other people to see. So anyway, she can't really even get these dogs under control. Then she tells me to step. She said, "Oh, can you just go up the stairs? Just stand by the stairs." I'm like, I said, "I'm getting ready to go. You know what? You can meet me at a coffee." She said, "No, don't leave, don't leave. I'm gonna put the dogs away." Lady, you should have had them dogs. You know your dogs are wild. You know your dogs are wild. You know your dogs love to play and bite, okay? People, people. So anyway, she put the dog out, but the dog come back through the doggy door, and now he's really just, now I guess the dog thinking like this is a game. He runs over to me. He like really jumps on my back, and then he like two. I mean, like he's like right on my ear. I don't know. He thought my ear was like, I got a little small ears, so he probably thought the dog probably thought it was like a toy or something. I'm like, oh my god. The dog scratched me up. The other dogs are just, I got dog hair all over me. I just had a rough morning. I started out feeling really great, and I was just overwhelmed by that after that appointment. During the appointment, then of course, the system, she did something, and her sign, she did something where it didn't recognize her signature because she thought she can do sign with her finger. This is her pre-sign, right? So of course I'm just like, oh my God, really? But she, by this time, she put the dogs up and she left one dog out, and that dog was okay, but then he wanted to be sniffing on my feet. You guys, I'm not talking to the 95% who put their dogs up, okay? Kudos to those of you who put your dogs up when you have company come to your house, whether it's business or personal. It's not really fair. It's not really fair that we as professionals come to your house. We try to dress dress professionally, just present ourselves in a professional manner. I am um, mindful of the type of shoes I wear. I usually just try to wear like some slip-on slides with a soft platform, because a lot of times people have hardwood floors, and so I don't want to come in with a heel that may punch through somebody's hardwood floor, because hardwood floor is fragile. So I am mindful of that. I've had hardwood floors before, and I know how fragile they are. And so I also like wear easy shoes that I can slip out of, because sometimes signers don't want you to wear shoes in their home, and I'm okay with that too. So that's why I pretty much just wear like little slides that I can slip in and out of in those situations. So that means that most times I have on sandals. And a lot of signers who don't put their dogs up, sometimes they have dogs that have feet fetish. They love to lick on your feet, and it's just like, oh my gosh. I had one client who, oh my gosh, this dog would not stop licking on my feet, and I'm all kicking my feet all up under the table and but I'm trying to keep my composure, right? And they like, I forgot the dog's name, but Buddy, 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 move, stop that, Buddy, go sit down. Really, Buddy is not thinking about you. Buddy see my feet and is and enjoying my toes. Okay, there's a free set of feet, a pair of toes up under that table. So Buddy was not thinking about the owner. Okay, so I just want to say that if you now, this is business talk right here now. I did get attacked by these dogs, and it was nothing nice. I didn't get bit, okay? I'm not being that dramatic, but I'm being dramatic to say that it was very overwhelming, exhausting, and I just felt, I just felt, I don't know, like those dogs wore me out in just that little bit of time. So, here's my suggestion to you guys. I'm a notary, a mobile notary. If you are scheduled to meet with a loan signing agent, a notary, or even a real estate agent, any type of people that will come over and you're going to be conducting business with, make sure you put your pets up. Especially if now some people have dogs that are tame. They'll sniff you once and they're cool. They just want to know who's in the house. Okay, so they'll sniff once or twice and then they'll go sit down. That's fine. If you got dogs like that, hey, I'm cool with your dog. Even if your dog jump on me once or twice, that's fine. But when they just be all up in my lap, and then even you cat owners, let us know if you have a cat, if you have a cat museum, you rescue cats. I've been in homes where um, the couple several times where they rescue cats. And when I walked in, there was like cat galore. I mean, cats on the chairs, cats on the table, cats on the counters, cats, just cats hanging all off of the ceiling fan, okay? No, they weren't on the ceiling fan, but you know what I'm talking about, right? So, anyway, these cats were out of control. These cats, and it reeked of urine, okay? Heavy, strong ammonia smell, okay? And my eyes are getting watery. I'm like, I wasn't laughing. I'm like, wiping my eyes, you know? And so, yeah, if you know that you need to have some loan documents signed, we don't have to come to your house. We do not have to come to your house. You can meet us. You can meet me. I'm not going to talk for other people, but this is for other notaries. If we're traveling, that means we will travel to Starbucks, Coco's, Denny's, McDonald's, and we'll even get a cup of coffee, something, so it doesn't look like we're just there to use their tables. But we will meet you at a public setting. Also, I have an office that you I can meet you at. You can come to my office. It's okay. I know that your title rep or your lender will they want to make it convenient for you and say, oh no, the notary will come to your house. Look, we will even come to your job. We will sign in the parking lot. If there are too many documents, make sure if we're in a parking lot, there's a table and a chair. We go to a park or whatever. We will meet you. We really don't want to meet in the park, but I have signed in a couple of my signers their work parking lot because I couldn't go inside. There were little tables or benches, or even we signed on from my car. So that's okay. Just let us know. Say, hey, um, I prefer to meet outside of my house, and we're good with that. Like, okay, let's meet. Where are you? I hear I'm in this city. I'm in your city. Where do you want to meet? Or we'll suggest, like, okay, is there a Starbucks by you? Or can you come to my office and we can sign the documents where everybody is comfortable. You can even bring your kids. I mean, unless but preferably those people with kids, they usually put their pets up because they already know the kids are probably going to be a bit much. And then also, I can't tell you about your kids, but man, don't be signing with your kids all in your arms. I know, but it's it's such a distraction, and then we end up missing things because it's just the kids want to be part of the conversation, and I know you don't want to be rude, but this is business. We're signing papers for your home. You're taking money out. You're doing an home equity loan. Like, yeah, this is serious business. This is not like signing up for the Sparklets people, and that's even serious because you're signing a contract. You need to know what you're signing. But anyway, this is about them pets, okay? I love dogs, okay? I don't have anything against your dogs, but what I do have, I take offense to is that I have to leave there with scratches on me and dog hair, cat hairs all over me, Wow, we can't really control the dog, the pet, the hair, okay, because we do have lint brushes, the scratches, and your dog jumping all on us. That's not cool, people. And then your dog's licking our feet, I try to be. I try to smile and be kosher. But you guys need to help us out. You know that we're coming. Okay. So make sure you put your pets up. If the appointment is at 10, we're going to be there pretty much at 10 o'clock. Sometimes we do run 5 minutes late. We are in this crazy traffic. So, we're going from appointment to appointment. But put your dogs up. You hear us. You see us on that Ring camera. Start putting your pets up, okay? It's okay if you have a patio table outside. Make sure you clean the patio table, clean the dust, and or whatever. We have on black pants, black skirts. We typically have on black pants or whatever. And so if you put us in an area where it's dirty and all that, we have to go to other appointments, you guys. So keep us in mind. Again, we don't mind meeting you at Starbucks, or this is not a plug for Starbucks, but you guys know that it's pretty much just Starbucks, right? That's like the easiest thing. McDonald's or, um, any little coffee shop that's local. It's okay. And then just ask your notary, hey, do you all have an office that I can come to? And most of us have an office. If we're loan signing agents, most of us have access to an office, so we can always sign at. I have an office that you can come to me and sign at. Um, but sometimes if they have a relationship with lenders or whatever. I mean, we don't like to be taking clients to different lenders' office when, if you had um, a loan with Loan Depot or Rocket Mortgage or something. I mean, Wells Fargo, we wouldn't take you to a Bank of America or, you know what I'm saying? So in that case, we would meet like at Starbucks. But I do have an office here in Bakersfield that we can sign at. Nice little area and private where we can lay your documents at, and you don't have to worry about people standing over your shoulder. So I think you guys get the hang of that, the gist of that, right? So yeah. So one, prepare for your notary. Put your dogs up. Two, make sure the area is clean. We don't want to submit your documents back to the escrow or the lender with grease stains, coffee stains, jelly, papers all stuck to each other because they're sticky or whatever. So make sure you be mindful of us, okay? Keep us in mind that we are there to do a professional job. We're representing, the title company, the lender, whomever hired us, or so yeah. Now that I got that out the way, I can vent. How are you guys? How are you guys doing? Yeah, so your girl had I don't know if you guys been following me since I've been trying to come on consistent, and I'm not always great at that. But if you guys have been following me like early on in the year, I had started using castor oil on my face. I was just watching a video, and I just been seeing all these videos on castor oil, and I'm like, what is this about? I watched some of those videos, and then one video lead to another, and you stumble on this person, and then you stumble on that person. And so I've kind of fallen off track with washing my face daily. And like if you watch some of my other videos, girl, g- man, products get expensive if you're using them like every day, all day, $10 a day, Like Tina don't have any brand deals where I can get free products or discounted products to bring them to you. So I was going, and I still go through castor oil like It's water, okay? I am so hooked on castor oil. I use castor oil on my body. I started following Black Tropical Homestead, and they talk about, they made this castor oil with cayenne pepper. And so I made up a batch, and it's supposed to really help with muscle pain, just pain and all that. So I made a batch of that with with my my castor oil. So that's brewing. And then I mixed it with, I called myself making some shampoo. Well, uh, moisturizing shampoo. So I used the base of the shampoo. I just used the regular Dr. Bronner hand soap, peppermint soap, but I added rosemary, fresh rosemary, and lavender from my neighbor's garden. And I added castor oil and all this stuff to the shampoo. Now, I haven't washed my hair in a couple of weeks, and I really need to wash my hair. It's just been a hot mess. I'm lazy, so I just been slicking it back. And just when I'm getting my size all together and making sure because I'm getting older and they're starting to wear a little bit. But I mean, my edges are still full, but you keep snatching them back. They're going to eventually thin out, right? So anyway, I have really gotten into this castor oil, but I just stopped wearing makeup with it. Stopped wearing makeup. Um, I still wear like my lipstick. Every now and then I will put some eyeliner on and maybe some eyeshadow. But for the most part, I just don't wear um, foundation and concealer anymore. I was looking at some of my older pictures, and I'm like, I don't even know what I was concealing because I could still, and maybe I wasn't doing it right, because one, I didn't want to just have my face caped up. Because here's the thing, and this is not no shade to the girls. And I know you have a job to do and you want to sell these products and you believe in your makeup. And I'm not here to put anybody down. But for me, I didn't so I had started wearing a lot of foundation, and I got into trying to contour my nose, and I'm like, what the hell is this about, This just looks weird, okay? And I started putting a little gloss on my nose, or that little gold, and then it looked like, girl, you look like you're smoking some dope or something. So maybe it's a user error, okay? Maybe I was not putting this makeup on properly. And some pictures I looked pretty cute, my face looked really nice. But a lot of my pictures, I'm like, girl, you didn't do that makeup right. You did not do your makeup right because you look like you've been sniffing something. So, oh, it's hot, you guys. So y'all gonna hear my fan because it's hot. Okay. So if you hear anything, that's my little portable fan. You guys, my son is supposed to be helping me run my office here, and so he cleaned up. It was paper everywhere. He shred all the paper in my office. So I'm like super, super excited about that. I'm so happy. I feel like I can breathe in here now in my home office. I don't invite people really to my home office to do my notary. It's just too many weird people out there, and I don't want anybody just popping up at my house. Every now and then I will invite a person or two to come and sign, and pretty much the people in my community, right? So anyway, I just back to my face. I stopped pretty much just stopped wearing makeup. I am free. My face feels so good and clean. I really do need to get back in the in a regular routine, because I was also sorry if I'm moving around, you guys. I was really good about doing the face yoga, exercising, and I felt like, I'm getting older, so you could start seeing like my neck changing. And they said you could tell a person their age by their neck, and yes, I am getting a little gobble. So I have been doing the face yoga, and just all the lift nod, lift node. You guys know I can't speak. Anyway, I can't pronounce words properly, but forgive me. Forgive me. So anyway, I had was doing that religiously, so I could see that I was kind of like shaping up my face. My neck was tightening up, and it was really really good. And I'm like, hey, I really need to do this, but I kind of fallen off track with that. And I was like, Tina, you need to get back on track, because it really was helping you guys doing using the Gusha or Gusha, the little tool that, you can even use your knuckles and do the whole little exercise and moving that, just getting the blood to flow, and massaging your temples and all that. That feels really good, and it actually really, I saw a difference. It seemed like my skin was kind of tightening and lifting, so it's kind of giving yourself a little facelift, a natural facelift. So I definitely need to get back into that. But your girl has not been wearing makeup, and I'm loving it, especially when I really clean my face, moisturize it, do my eyebrows. I keep them shaped up, and like when I haven't really been putting the castor oil on my eyebrows like I was, but I really saw a little difference. They were getting a little thick. Sometimes I'll shape them with, I'll pencil them in a little bit. So I do still do that a little bit. I didn't do it today. But what I did was put some of my hair gel on my eyebrows to keep them intact. And I'm like, you know what? I was buying all this extra stuff for my eyes, when I'm like, I could just use a little bit of hair gel. And I learned that little hack from somebody. I saw one of the girlies do that, and I'm like, yeah, well, I didn't think about that. I'm all buying his eyebrow glue or whatever. Not glue, but eyebrow gel. And I'm like, I got hair gel. And if you use the gel that's black, you put that on, and you don't even have to even use the pencil on your eyebrows too much. So yeah, use your black gel. The girlies who's using the gel to cover up the grays, like, this is pretty much, what I need to find. You guys, tell me a good gel to use, because the edge control that I'm using, it's still turning my hair like a white color, and I don't like it's giving it a white cast, and I don't like that. I don't like that. It's making my hair look really, really gray. It's making it look grayer than what it is. And it's because it's the gel that turns kind of white, and I don't like it. So if you guys know a really good gel, I've tried Echo, I've tried the what's that, African pride or something like that. But I don't know. I have to. Somebody said, um, I don't know. I've tried several, and it just didn't work for me. So if you guys have a suggestion, just list them in a comment for me. What gel, girlies, or even guys, because sometimes y'all be having the guys, you guys be having the good stuff, and we don't think to go in y'all section and pull, use some of your products. Or sometimes y'all come over in our area and be using our products, and they work better on your hair. Anyway, so put in a comment what type of gel do you slick. If you slick your hair back, what's the brand and edge control? Because what's her name, Marissa Brienne, she used like 2 or 3 different products in her hair. I didn't write it down, but I did send it to my mom. So I think I will probably, I'm gonna have to go back to her video, watch it, write down the names, go over to Sally's and or to the beauty supply, find that and give that a try and see what happens with it. But yeah, I slicked this down this morning. It's really time for me to wash my hair, and I don't know what to do with it. Thank God it's not as hot. It's not, the weather is cooling off, so I can wear my hair down now without it getting all poofy. You guys seen my hair. It gets really, really poofy and all nappy back there, and I'm not about that nappy. It's either got to be all poofy, nappy. It cannot be straight and nappy, okay? Who does that? Like, who does that? And so anyway, I am your girl is not really wearing makeup anymore. Now, I didn't say I don't ever wear it anymore, because I may put a little bit on for an event, okay? And if I, oh, sorry. And if I had, sorry about that, phone call came through. And if I have to go to an event, yeah, I will wear makeup. I've said that before in a video. So I would never just say I'm never wearing makeup ever again. If I have to put it on, I will wear it, put it on. And but I really want to represent. I want young girls, young women to embrace their natural skin, to know that you don't have to cover it up to look beautiful. You can do it in moderation. However, whatever works for you, for whatever reason you are doing it, that's your business. I'm not saying don't put it on, and I'm not pointing a finger and trying to make it seem like I'm too good for makeup and you shouldn't be doing this. No, that's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is, like, know the reason you're wearing it, and you don't have to make an excuse. If you want to wear makeup, sorry again. I'm back. If you want to wear makeup, that's fine. But a lot of these young girls have beautiful, beautiful skin, and you are wearing this makeup because that's what you're seeing on social media, TV, and they're making it seem like you're not beautiful if you don't contour your nose, if you got a wide nose, or this and that. And I understand some people do have scarring and things they want to, um, cover up. Because after all, when we going into, if you're in the workplace, or you going into, if even if you're like a social media content creator, and you're going to these brand deal, I mean, like going to brand events and going these different places, yeah, you probably have to wear a little makeup and represent. I'm not even on even I don't even have a foot in the door of that, so I don't have a brand deal. I don't have anything, but I am just representing Tina Strange, and so like, hey, I will wear like an eyeliner and some lipstick, things like that. But as far for me, as far as a concealer and all that, no, I'm not interested. I'm not interested because I'm just embracing my skin, my natural skin in my older age. I'm noticing that as I let a lot of that stuff go and just take care of my skin, I feel like I look younger, you know. And yes, I do have like the black sometimes, and I've let go alcohol. I've not let it go 100%. I've cut back on it a lot, and so I know that alcohol, drinking a lot of alcohol, a lot of caffeine, a lot of sugar will have an impact, a negative impact on your skin, your health overall. One step at a time, you guys. Hey. But I noticed that um, my dark circles are not as uh, it's not as prominent as they used to be. I feel like they're thinning out some, and I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing using any bleaching cream or anything like that. So anyway, but I am still using the castor oil. As a matter of fact, I need to order some more. I love the baking soda on my skin. You guys can research that. If oh my gosh, baking soda just makes my skin, my body, my face feel so soft. I love it. And yeah, so that's an update with the castor oil. So I am still using castor oil on a regular basis. And what else am I doing, ladies and gentlemen? Don't want to exclude anyone. Oh. No, I'm not going to even show you guys this book because I don't even want to bring politics into this page. You guys get crazy. If I want to read up on someone and then you guys gonna be like, you a Trump lover, you a what's her name, Kamala lover, and just like, oh my gosh, I just wanted to read the book. But anyway, so I bought a book on one of the candidates. It was not even recommended, but one of the girlies were talking about it, and I was like, oh, okay, I want to read that book, and it seems really interesting. So I ordered the book on Amazon. It got here yesterday, and so I want to dive into that to maybe this weekend, kick back, read a book, have me a little coffee. My coffee is cold. It looks white. I put a little bit too much cream in it, but anyway. So that's that. Um, I am no longer working at my job. I gave that job up. I think we talked about that. Um, you guys know I had went back to work full time. You guys, once you get a taste of being an entrepreneur and having your own schedule, it's hard to go back to the cubicle world. I'm telling you, it was so hard, and especially since all I did was just type pretty much. I'm like, I did not get out of my bed to come here this early in the morning to type up this stuff. Like, ugh, it was it was so exhausting. It was overwhelming. It was not feeding my spirit the type of information. It was in, I supported the social workers and the court system. So you can, so you know what I was doing. Pretty much, you know what I was doing. And it was just exhausting to get these police reports. Somebody's fighting with their baby daddy. Same old situation. Same old people fighting. And it was just not, it just drained my spirit. And I was like, you know what, God, I got this job. I thought that maybe it was you that led me to it, and maybe, I don't know, maybe you wanted me to see that what I had, that what you blessed me with, was a blessing. And I was allowing fear to make decisions for me. I was acting out of fear. Though a lot of times we say we trust God, that we um, give it all to Him. We welcome we say, let your will be done here on earth as it is in heaven. We are not allowing His will to be done. When it's not in our favor, the way that will look according to our plans, our vision, we are we're quick to override it, to void it out, try to void it out, right? And so when we're operating in out of fear, sometimes we tend to make poor decisions, or not the right decisions, or the best decisions for our lives, for our families. And I can admit that I was operating from a spirit of fear. Sometimes the people on YouTube, and I watch a lot of YouTube videos, while they are educational, they help to prepare you for what may happen. It can become overwhelming. And though their intent is not to be fear mongering, it is instilling fear. And then we start to live our lives in fear. We start to make decisions out of fear. And that's something that I had to recognize, to identify, and say, hey, wait a minute. This God, Scripture tell us that God did not give us a spirit of fear, but a spirit of love and a sound mind. And my mind was not sound, or while I'm a loving person, I was definitely operating out of fear and not having faith and not trusting Him, knowing that even in the last situation, um, I He took care of me. He brought me through some very, very dark times, some moments when I thought I was not going to make it, some moments, nights when I didn't want to come through, some mornings when I wasn't grateful, I wasn't happy about waking up. And He brought me through. He put some people in my life to help me navigate through those dark times. And so to think that I ran back into that place of fear, it didn't sit well with me. And want to I want I appreciate being a notary. I enjoy being a notary. I like what I do. Sometimes it is a burnout. Sometimes I get tired going from house to house. Sometimes it gets tiring with the staggering um, appointments. Like I might, like today, I had an appointment at this morning, and then I don't have another one until the afternoon. But I do have to realize that, okay, at least in the midst of, that time when I don't have appointments, that I can be marketing, that I can start building my YouTube channel. And it's all about utilizing, making the best of my time, making every minute count throughout the day. And instead of me thinking about the negatives and the lack of, I should be thinking of the possibilities, the abundance that I do have, the um, the flexibility I do have to build my brand, to build my YouTube page, to grow my audience, to grow my business in between those appointments. I know I'm not the only person that needed to hear this. I know I'm not the only person. Oh, what? Wait a minute. Why do I sound like Dr. Umar? What's his name? Umar Johnson? Because he has to say everything 3 times. Like we got it the first time, the second time, but I guess if you say it the third time, it really sits in. So I felt like Dr. Umar likes repeating myself. But you know what? Maybe I needed to hear that. Maybe one of you need to hear this. Like we need to, one, stop operating in a spirit out of a spirit of fear. Two, to make better use of our time off. And it's not really time off, it is time to grow, time to catch up on, to do some prayers and read your Bible, read scripture. um he is not our pastor. He says he's not a pastor, he's not our leader, he just a teacher. But he was talking about the vision, God's vision. Like we can have all these visions, but if we don't even know what the word is, how do we know what the vision is, what God's vision is for us? We don't know, right? And until we get in that word and study it and know it to show ourselves approved, um, we just talking, right? We just talking. And so anyway, that's the little chit chat I wanted to discuss. I don't want this to go on too much longer. You guys, like this video, this live. Come on and comment. Let me know where you're from. Let me know how your day went. To you a pet owner, how did you feel about what I said about pets? Are you one of those pet owners who are like, oh, my pets are my family and they can lick on? Or are you mindful? This is not to start no fight, but this is also social media, so anything can start a war. I read those comments and it's like, damn, the person just put on some lipstick and all of a sudden it just became so controversial, and somebody took it the wrong, just down the wrong path, and be like, and blah blah blah. She thinks she better because she got lipstick on, and the world is starving. And be like, what the hell? Just put some lipstick on and told you who it was by. So yeah, there are people like that. But anyway, you guys show some support. Let's get this page going. Let's get some great topics going. And we're going to talk about beauty. We're going to talk about life. We're going to talk about whatever we feel like talking about, okay? When you come to this page, just be prepared, okay? And just drop a dime, drop a line, say hello, say hi, give me a thumbs up, a thumbs down, or something, okay? Support the channel by leaving a comment, by saying hello. Say something. Say something. That's like me coming to your house and just come inside and don't say hello. I just go sit down and start watching your TV. And, don't acknowledge you. So if you're here, all those views and all that, you guys acknowledge, let let yourself be known. Say hello. Let me know where you're from. Do you like my lipstick? Do you like my hair? Tell me which gel you using, okay? If you got a special gel or using a special product, let me know. And are you working full time? Are you an entrepreneur? What do you do for to make ends meet? Okay. I would like to hear from Ella Abby. I am waiting to read your comments and all that. Okay. You guys have a beautiful, beautiful, blessed Tuesday. I might come on. It won't be live, but it probably won't be live, but I might come on and chit chat a little bit more. I probably take one of these topics and just go a little ham on it in a different direction, okay? So anyway, um, yeah, yeah. Anyway, I'm not gonna mention. Yeah, I'm gonna mention it. Just so it. What do y'all think about this whole Diddy thing? A distraction? You happy he got busted? What are your thoughts? And we're not gonna go there too much. I don't really want to go in that direction, but you guys, if you want to talk about that, we could talk about that. I like talking conspiracy stuff, but I really don't want my channel to get taken down because I don't even have it really going, okay? So we might have to steer away from all the conspiracy stuff, okay? All right. You guys have a blessed day.